Hi, this is Mans from Quest for a Farm, and today has chosen violence. It's a Monday morning, and I went out to check on my peach tree, and the insects have gotten hold of my peaches. So the reason that this happened is I started spraying a little bit late in the season. The birds are climbing in there as well, and my only choice is to pick the damaged ones because we don't want to lose anything. And we are going to make some pickled peaches, some green peach chutney, and some green peach relish with them. So let me show you here. So first order of business is for the chutney. We are just going to peel our peaches. You can see because they're quite firm, it actually works quite well. I'm just going to show you with one peach, and then I'll show you the rest of the peaches as they were completed. So give it a peel. And then I'm going to take a little paring knife and cut this nasty bit out. Maybe let's do it this way. Okay, so there we are left with a perfectly good peach. So the rest of this is going to go either to compost or to my chickens. And then what we're going to do, let me just get a chopping board. What we're going to do is we are going to chop them into as many little pieces as we possibly can. Okay, these pips probably won't be any good to plant because they're a bit underdeveloped. But I see no reason why you couldn't give it a shot. Okay. So here we go with the rest, and I am looking to get about 1 kilogram of peaches for my chutney. The rest of my peaches, I'm going to give them a wash and literally just chop them up into little chunks. I might change my mind. I don't know. Okay, I have done about 6 peaches now. No. So now I just want to see how much of my kilogram I have. Okay, so that is about 315 grams. So I probably need to do another 6 or 7 peaches. Let's go. Okay, that's my other, I peeled an additional 7. Normalize it. 61. 138. Remember we're looking for 1,000 grams. Oh, I need another bowl. Okay, it's 500 on the nose. Let's see how far we still have to. Oops. Okay, that's 165, so I need another 335 grams. Okay, I will see you back once I have my 335 grams. Okay, I'll try and get as accurate as I can with this because we are working out ratios for 335.1 grams. As I was saying, we are working out ratios to make it safe to can. Then all of this gemors, all of that there is going to go to the chickens. Okay, we are back a full day later because, as I said before, this week is just not my friend. So what we have here, we're going to start with our peach chutney. So what we have here is just a splash of oil heating up in this pot. And next to it here, we have some water. Because it's for home use, I'm just going to hot pack it because I know how quickly we'll get through it. So here I have 2 onions, peeled and chopped. You can see, here I have, you can see what sort of size. And 2 cloves of garlic, which are minced. Into the pot that goes. And we are going to let it get good and translucent. So in the meantime, this is just heating up, and I am going to show you what we're adding next. Alright, to this I'm going to start adding some aromatics. So this is all kind of by feel. You can add some chili flakes. You can see that's not terribly many. Give that a stir. We can add a little bit of pepper. A couple of cloves. You can add crushed cloves if you want to. I'm just chucking some whole cloves in. Cinnamon. Okay, couple of cinnamon sticks for good measure. Okay, give that a stir, let the flavors come out. You could add all sorts of things. You can add coriander, you can add mustard seeds, cumin you could add. But this is what I'm choosing for now. Right. Now, do you remember that kilogram of peaches which are painstakingly peeled and chopped? In that goes all of my little peaches. If I could describe the smell coming off those. Alright. Now in this here jar, I have 1.5 cups of sugar, which we're going to add, sweeten things up. Remember, because the peaches were unripe, they don't contain a lot of natural sugars. And last but not least, I shall add 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. Okay, cup of ACV. In she goes. Okay, you can hear that's calmed right down. Now we're going to give it a stir until everything is nicely mixed up. We're going to bring it up to the boil and let it go for a good 45 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to start getting my jars into my pot. You would normally go ahead and water bath can them after you've packed them, so you wouldn't necessarily have to hot pack them. I like to hot pack anyway, but as I say, I'm not going to water bath can this because I know how quickly it will go. So now we just wait until our chutney boils. In the meantime, I'm going to start getting ready and we are going to start cooking our peach relish. Alright, while that's going on, I am going to start getting my pickled peaches ready. So here we have 400 grams of chopped up peaches, and we have a pot that's about to start heating up. Into my pot, we are going to start making our pickling brine. We are going to put, and the basic of pickling brine is equal parts sugar and vinegar, and then you just add some aromatics and a good dash of salt. I am going to add 1.5 cups of vinegar and a cup and a half of sugar. With the cup and a half of sugar in, you can see I'm just using my same sugar jar, and I am going to start packing those peach pieces into my jar. It was clean and sterilized before. Oh, I forgot to add my dash of salt. And I also forgot to add some salt to the chutney. Oh gosh. Okay, so it's about that much salt. I'm going to add a little bit to my pickling brine, a little bit to my chutney, and the rest over my shoulder. Okay, so we can give that a bit of a stir. That'll come up to the boil beautifully. Our chutney is coming along gorgeously over there. I don't know if you can see it. Gorgeously over there. So that's got about 45 minutes to an hour. And then over there, I am going to pack my peaches into this jar. Right, so that's our jar. Back to our pickling liquid. Okay, so there's our pickling liquid. It's going to start coming up to the boil any second now. Just stirring it to amalgamate that sugar all nicely. And I am going to start adding my aromatics. So I want this to be a very, very simple, almost sweet and sour type pickle. So I'm literally adding some chili flakes and some coriander. I've got whole coriander here. So chili flakes, coriander, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar. I'm not adding too much coriander either, just about that much. And in she goes. And we wait for that to come up to the boil and close off or pour it over our peaches as they are, close it up, pop it in the fridge once it's cooled down, and after probably about a week or two, it's ready to eat. Obviously, being a pickle, the longer it sits, the better it gets. Right, now let's move on to our chili relish. Okay, as you can see, before I even managed to prepare the stuff for our peach relish, the vinegar came up to the boil. So all I'm going to do is turn this plate off, and let me show you as we pour it in. Where are my peaches again? Okay, so I've got one of these funnels. You don't need them. It's just a little bit more convenient if you do a bit of canning. So we pick up our pot, and as gracefully as we can, we pour this over our peaches. We'll use just about all of it. I can probably use all of it. Yay! Empty pot. Right. Then I've got these old-fashioned glass lids. So again, because we're just doing a pickle and it's not super important that it seals, this is literally going to just get closed up. And that is it, done. A quart jar of pickled green chili in literally just a few minutes, and that will be delicious. Our chutney is still going on, and without further ado, I shall clear this off, and we are going to start with our peach relish. Okay, and last but not least is the chili relish. Not chili relish, I keep saying that, peach relish. So, in this bowl, I have a medium onion, a medium green bell pepper, a teaspoon of salt, and a chopped up cayenne pepper, which I have now burned my lips with. But fear not. So that's going to go in, no oil, no nothing. This is what we call in Afrikaans a moerendroer. Just wallop everything in and stir it. So my 600 grams of peaches go in there, along with 100 grams of sugar and half a cup of apple cider vinegar. Bada boom. Okay, same as our peach chutney. This is going to just get stirred, come up to the boil, and it will boil until I kind of feel that it can stop boiling. Our chutney's looking pretty good, and our bottles are starting to heat up nicely. Right, so that's probably got I don't know, about 20 minutes, half an hour to go. That has got a good 45 minutes to an hour to go. That is going to be ready when I tell it it's ready, and that is a brandy with my name on it. Alright, so our chutney is looking great. Our bottles are coming up to the boil. So now all we have to do is try remove the cinnamon as best we can. So we'll just scoop it out, pop it down here. Okay, and this is a relatively fiery chutney. So, oh, there's another piece. Okay, so with most of that removed, what we are going to do is we are going to take our handy little scoops here and take our hot jars. Oh my. Empty them out. If that happens, just take another jar, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry. Good gracious, this is turning in more into a how not to. Okay, so there's our hot jar, and we're going to pop our thingy in. There's our hot jar, and we are basically going to just scoop our chutney in as quickly as we can and get the lid on as quickly as we can. I think I'm only going to get one jar of chutney from all those peaches, but if you remember correctly, it doesn't matter because they were peaches that would have gone to waste otherwise anyway. So let's put that down, get this all up here. Okay, so we're going to fill it up to the absolute max. Get our lid, put it on, twist tight. Nice and tight. And there you have a beautiful jar of green peach chutney. Have a look. Beautiful jar of hot packed green peach chutney. The last little bit that's left in the pot we are just going to use with dinner tonight. There it is. So it's really not very much at all. And now we are just waiting on our relish. Alright, so a few minutes later, this is what my peach relish looks like. So we're going to turn the heat off that. I reckon that's looking pretty good. Guys, don't tell my mother-in-law, but look how I burnt the spoon. Okay, so let's get our last little jar out. I'm thinking this one's probably the right one. Okay, remember this comes straight out of the boiling water, and we are going to hot pack it. With our relish. Okay, there's that needs to go up. Maybe I'll put it on this hand. And then we're just going to get the last little bit out of our pot. Oh my, you didn't even see. There you go. Hot lid onto the relish. This is what it looks like in the jar. Once it's all done, you can see there's sort of air bubbles and it's not quite full enough. If I give it a bit of a shake, it could have gone a bit fuller. So this, even though it's got a really high acid content, I would definitely refrigerate it and look to use it relatively quickly. But there you go. Guys, thanks for tuning in and watching and spending the afternoon with us. Now you know what to do if you have damaged or green peaches. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.